Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. So, how do you prepare for moving day to have optimal results? You hired a mover, the responsibility is basically on their shoulders, but what can you do to make moving day so much more smoother? Well, I'm going to give you guys a couple of ideas, and based on my ideas, you guys can use your own imagination to expand. Let's start with parking. Let's say you are located in an area where parking is really tough. You live on a narrow street, perhaps a one-way street, and your mover is going to be showing up with a truck. Perhaps he's going to be showing up with a small truck, a big truck, but either way, he's going to need somewhere to park. And the further away he parks from the pickup location, the more frustrating and difficult it's going to be for the movers to do their job. So perhaps prepare a spot for them the night before. The next thing that comes to mind is how to prepare your boxes. Usually, when people prepare their boxes, they do the logical thing. They put the heavy boxes on the bottom and the lighter boxes on the top. And while that may be a recipe for how the mover packs the truck, that's not necessarily the way you should prepare the boxes for the movers to take them. And I'll tell you why. Because when they start taking those boxes, they would like to have the lighter boxes on top and the heavier boxes on the bottom also when they carry it and when they load their truck. And if they're going to be following your lead, they're going to end up they're going to pick up the top box, which is light, and then the heavier box they're going to put on top, and it'll possibly just confuse the rhythm. A better idea would be to stack your light boxes together and your heavy boxes together. And this way, the mover will catch on real quick, and he can pick and choose how he wants to load, whether he's carrying or he's loading his dolly or his hand truck. But it'll make it so much simpler because, as you can imagine, you don't end up when he's loading with the light ones on the bottom and the heavy ones on the top. Another thing that you might want to consider is a lot of times when we come to get furniture, there is items in front of the furniture. You're moving, you got your boxes, you got your furniture, and then you got all your little knickknacks, odds and ends, trash, leftover boxes, packing supplies, and it's a tight fit. Things get in the way of each other. Make sure that the mover can access the furniture without having to go through a hassle of working twice, moving things out of the way so that they can maneuver things. Try to see the move from the mover's point of view, and you'll get an idea of what they need to accomplish and what's going to be a nuisance. Lastly and finally, when the movers come in the front door, be friendly. Ask them if they'd like to have a drink. Ask them if they had a good breakfast, if they'd like something to eat. Even if you don't have something to give them, you're already packed up. Believe me, they're not going to say yes. They want to work. But when you hire workers and it's going to be a challenging day for them, you want them to be on your team. And there's no better way for them to be on your team than to start off with a friendly beginning and to let them know you care about them and you value them as a person, and you don't just see them as like basically just grunt work or slave labor. It's very easy for a mover to feel good about himself and feel not good about himself. And although a lot of movers count on the tips and they're looking forward to it, but that money doesn't come till afterwards and they don't know what they're going to get. What they do see is a friendly, caring, kind person when they're starting off at the beginning of the day. Take these ideas, run with it, and you will have a much smoother moving day. Wish you guys the best. If you need a mover, small moves, large moves, you need to run something from New York, New Jersey area to Florida or back, give me a call. My name's Ari, 917-992-1749. Have a good one.